This is a Headgum original.
Guys, you know what my problem is with edibles? Sometimes you get so high. I mean, it can really be difficult to control, to dose it right. There's nothing worse than being baked out of your mind when you didn't plan on it. And you know, once you eat it, there's no going back. You just sit there suffering, stoned out of your mind. That's why when I need the perfect medium high, I hit up my friends at Diet Smoke for their delicious Delta 8 THC gummies. Diet Smoke isn't light, it's just right. So what exactly is Delta H? Well, Delta H is simply a less potent THC. The THC that you're probably most familiar with is Delta 9. And while both are natural to the cannabis plant, Diet Smoke extracts their Delta 8 from hemp. Some may call this a loophole. I call it the secret recipe to getting a smooth, stable, and most importantly, legal high. Diet Smoke is legal in most states, and it's non-prescription. Just check Diet Smoke's website to see if they ship their delicious gummies to your state. Now, you're probably asking yourself, does Diet Smoke really get you high? Of course! The high you get with Diet Smoke is best described as somewhere between the chillness of CBD and that classic stoned feeling that you get with regular weed. Plus, Diet Smoke comes in 2 delicious flavors, blue raspberry and watermelon. I like blue raspberry, but Amir loves watermelon. I say try them both. When CBD isn't enough and traditional THC is too much, enjoy the smooth buzz of Diet Smoke. Each gummy is infused with 10 milligrams of Delta H THC derived from American-grown hemp. And you know what they say, buy American, get high with American. Delta 8 gummies are low in sugar, fat-free, and delicious. Oh, and did I mention they're legal? They're absolutely legal, otherwise we wouldn't be advertising with them on this podcast. So go to dietsmoke.com and use promo code What's That for 20% off your order. That's WHATSTHAT at dietsmoke.com, promo code What's That for 20% off. Diet Smoke's Delta H THC gummies are not for sale or for use for anyone under the age of 21, so please use responsibly. Thanks, Diet Smoke.
Let's get into the show.
So far away from the mic. There's no way it's picking you up.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of quiet.
Yeah.
You're not hearing what's going in through this. And this is a horrible way to start the show, obviously.
Okay. Yeah,
Talking
great,
about technical difficulties up top.
But I mean, we always have technical difficulties at the top. It feels like that every single episode. Especially the last one.
The last one was great. The last one was perfectly executed.
I guess, like, it really depends on what other people are feeling.
I mean, it came out today, we should say. It's a Friday.
It did.
And I think that's fine to have I mean, I think the barrier to entry with podcasting is lower.
Okay.
B, don't
be what?
Sorry, don't like check in mid shit.
What do you mean check in? I'm just waiting for you to finish your sentence. You started
Active
something.
listening, I don't appreciate it. I really don't, because it doesn't show that you're listening. It's showing that you're waiting, biting at the bit, trying to get your shit in.
Active listening is a psychological technique to prove that I am listening. So
I
if
feel
anything,
like he
I'm really
was
trying to help you.
validating what you were saying.
Well, I'm salivating at the idea of finishing my thought.
All right, so
can I do
finish
that,
it.
please?
Yeah, finish it. If you can pick it up where you left off.
A, the barrier to entry to audio is lower because you only have to worry about audio, not audio and video. B, people have more of an attention span because they're queuing this up for a road trip, for a commute, for a workout, for a walk. So if it takes you 30 seconds to get into it, that's fine to them. Absolutely, that's fine to them. And I don't appreciate being like interrogated and blamed for the fucking issues, AV or otherwise, on this show, because guess what? I'm the only one who fucking works on it.
You know what, man? I'm really sorry.
No, it's sorry that you have to see me like this, Gionna. Usually I'm like worse at explaining why I'm upset.
Okay.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
You're so good at explaining exactly what made you upset this time.
आप कब वापस आ रहे?
We've got
Awful.
another...
Move on.
We've got another 3-person episode. I don't know, it's the Kinchin effect here, because the last time it was Johnny, Marika, and I for 30 minutes, and then Gionna for 10. and then Marika had to leave, so it was 3 people for that show. Today we've got 3 because Micah was supposed to be on, and he got food poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
Gionna, what's new in the life and times of Kinshin?
Okay, so I'm graduating next week. I'm in
Incorrect,
college.
but continue.
Wow.
Incorrect. Actually, no. What day is it?
Exactly.
So
No, it is next week. It's next Thursday. I'm graduating. You made me
Very
think
good.
though. You got
Don't
me for a second.
gaslight her. Don't gaslight
You did
her.
just
okay?
gaslight the fuck out of me. It's okay. I'm graduating next Thursday. Very excited. God willing, I'm graduating next Thursday. I go to Temple, to college in the great city of Philadelphia. Go Birds.
That's
I
the
was just
mascot is
going-
just birds?
The Eagles.
Yeah, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
got it.
But also Temple Owl. So in
Yeah,
a way,
Temple Owl,
it's
so
birds.
go-
All birds.
go
just
birds.
Yeah.
Go.
Two
All
birds.
birds, the shoe.
All
Nice.
birds go.
Yes, thank you. Gionna, we were just hanging out recently, and I want you to talk about your yoga class that you signed up for and what you need to do for that class right now.
Okay. So at the beginning of the semester, I needed 18 credits to graduate. That's like a fully packed schedule. So I was trying to make it as easy on myself as possible. So I was like, all right, you know what? Let me
You're
take.
typing so loud.
Sorry. It's fine. It's fine.
It is loud.
It's not
No,
fine.
because it's not going to be picked up on the show because I'm recording through the studio microphone. So you
Yeah, but,
pointing
like-
it out makes it worse because now you interrupted Gionna.
Okay, fine. Just continue, but type quieter so I don't have to hear it.
All right, that's a good note. That is a good note. Sorry.
Okay.
continue.
Okay.
18,
No, you're
18
good.
credits.
Yes, 18 credits. So I was like, let me take this class, this yoga class, because I was like, it's gonna be fucking easy. 3 easy credits, like, it'll be a cakewalk. And it was all online too, like asynchronous, totally no Zoom meetings or anything. So I was like, this is gonna be so easy. So come to find out,
Oh my
Wow.
God.
That's that kind of
This is
verite
fucked up.
that podcast verite that we needed.
Yeah, what would be the fancy word for podcast? Like, what's film and cinema, podcast, and blank?
I don't think there is a fancy word. I think we need that is definitely a gap in the market.
Sure.
Yeah.
there's
Okay.
nothing I can do about this right now. We're just gonna have to wait for
Do you
it
think
to
you
be
could go
over.
into a closet or something?
It'll be done in a second. Just give
There's
it a
so many
fucking
technical difficulties.
second. It's my house phone. We still have a house phone. I can't even do anything about that.
Yeah. It's archaic.
Anyway.
Yeah. It's archaic.
This fucking yoga class, okay? I'm supposed
Yeah,
to
let's
be
hear about it.
I'm supposed to be following along with this YouTube video. Like, there's like a weekly YouTube video that the professor is making of like the class. I'm supposed to be following along with the YouTube video and recording it and like turning it in every week. And that's like most of my grade.
Yeah.
I didn't do that the whole semester because I had other shit going on. I'm working.
Sure.
I got a bunch of other classes. I was like, this is a fucking yoga class. I could put it on the back burner. It'll be fine.
You failed.
I didn't fail. I did not fail.
Okay.
I have until Sunday. It's Friday now.
You have to do like 20 yoga sessions
To
between now and
record
Sunday.
11 hours of fucking yoga.
You're
So
being
I've
serious.
I'm being dead serious. No, like I'm dead fucking serious. I've been
That's
doing
so stupid.
speed yoga, fucking the most stressful yoga of my life. I have the YouTube video of her on like 1.5 times speed on YouTube, and I'm like fucking following along in like fast motion in my fucking living room.
And then
11
slowing
hours
it
of
down in
yoga.
post.
Yes.
I didn't know you were slowing it down. Oh my gosh.
It's
That's
a
so
fucking
funny.
nightmare.
Yeah. Well,
A fucking
it's-
nightmare.
I'm not gonna lie. You did walk into this.
I did.
Yourself.
I did it to myself.
Yeah, you've made your bed, but I am glad that right now you have to lie in it because it brings me so much joy to see you in a load of stress.
You know what? It's fine. I'm not even gonna fucking grace that with a response.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Hash it out.
All right, let's hash it out. Actually, let's not because Gionna knows too many of my innermost secrets.
Let's hear
And-
one. Let's hear one. Gionna.
No, it's fine. We don't have to air it
I
out.
don't even know where to start.
That's the thing. She can definitely. She has a treasure trove. For podcast listeners or just listeners in general, we grew up together, We went to the same high school. Not all 4 years, but she's seen me at my lowest points, and she's seen me at my highest points. AKA right now, filming the Headgum podcast. Are you kidding me?
Now
said
you're
some pretty
excited
good
to be on the
stuff.
show. You're on the show like 3 out of 4 episodes a month.
But
I
this
love
one,
it.
this one especially is good. I
This
trust
one's
it.
we're ill prepared for it.
Yeah, technical difficulties, but that's just part of the course for this kind of groundbreaking podcasting.
No, because we started it off. We didn't even have to address the technical issues, and you put me on blast for it from the jump.
that's true.
Now you're fine with them.
Because and now I'm kind of caught in a groove of like, wow, what's the next technical difficulty that's going to come?
People want to see the raw shit. They like that. It's real.
Yeah.
Major key alert. Spread the wealth in terms of joy. So basically, like if you have a certain amount of social energy to give, make sure you're doling it out throughout the week in a sustainable manner. Don't go out Monday and Tuesday to see people, and then suddenly it's the weekend and you're like, actually, you know, I really need a night in. Because that's when shit happens. You know, you shouldn't have gone out on Monday. Or if you're going to go Monday and Tuesday, choose one or the other. Does that make sense?
You should practice what you preach. We literally went out for trivia on Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I'm sorry,
We're
but
going
that was
out
Wednesday.
next
Fine.
Tuesday too, all of us.
Yeah, we're going to drunk
we're out.
musicals. What is it? The
Yeah.
Producers.
Yeah, the producers. That's going to be exciling.
Yeah.
That is going to be exciting.
Good pun too, because if you guys didn't catch that, it's P-O-U.
We did. We caught it. Okay.
Well, you've seen the written stuff. You've seen the flyers. Some people might not know that it's
Yeah,
P-O-U-R.
people don't know the concept. They don't
Yeah.
get it.
Drunk musicals. Producers. It
Yeah,
doesn't
what is
take-
that?
it
What
doesn't-
is that?
It literally doesn't take anyone who is older than 10 to figure it out. For our under 10 listeners, I'm sorry.
Our
That was
under 10
easy.
listeners.
That was easy.
I don't know what kind of energy to bring to this episode because you guys have this like close kinship, and I don't know how I fit in, and I'm
Decent
starting
pun.
to feel a
It
little
was decent.
insecure. I'll be honest.
Yeah, you honestly should feel
You should
insecure.
be. Yeah.
Yeah. You still feel insecure? Like,
Yeah.
I want you to feel that way until the end of this episode, and actually well beyond the episode. To kind of, I want that insecurity to follow you every waking moment of your life. Is that
That's
all right?
what
Yeah.
It Follows is about.
Yeah, insecurity.
Yeah. I don't know why. That's the second It Follows reference I've made. That's the second week in a row I've made an It Follows reference.
Did you watch that movie recently?
No, I saw it like 3 years ago.
It slaps. It's a good one.
It is good. Gionna, how's your love life?
Good. I have
You
a
have a bae.
boyfriend. He's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Name, first and last?
Jonathan Sturmer.
Shout out.
Shout out John Sturmer.
Does he go to temple with you? How'd you guys meet? Let's hear the whole story.
All right,
ass.
let's hear the shebang.
Okay.
Story ass. Just
the whole
say-
story, comma ass.
You don't have to say that. Just say, let's hear the whole story.
Yeah, you don't have to say that.
Yeah.
All right.
Like you don't
Yeah.
really have
What else
that kind-
do I not have to do? Can you guys give me a list? Because I don't understand. Now that you're like narrowing the space that I can play within.
Yeah,
You actually
well,
don't even have to be on this podcast at all. We can probably handle it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
actually. Yeah, because we're pretty close and we can kind of like
Yeah, we
lax. Yeah. But I highly suggest that you Oh god. All right. Why don't you talk about John for a second and I'll figure out what bit I can do.
Okay. Me and John met. Okay, well, I guess I should start with Stacy. This all starts with Stacy.
This is already we're in too deep. We're in too
We
deep.
are in too
have
deep.
to we don't have to talk about that. All the people need to know is that you're dating a handsome man and his name is John. He has the best name ever.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's facts.
Yeah.
They don't need to know everything. We're
They
giving
don't.
them too much already. I need to
Gionna,
remain.
what is the picture that is hanging above your head right now?
Yo, I need to address this. I'm putting out a fucking press release about this because I got some
Oh, okay.
disparaging comments
Yeah, you
Okay.
did. You did. And
about
I'm
me
glad
being
that
chuggy.
I was the forerunner for those.
Yeah, thank you for starting that. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I got some disparaging comments about this fucking live, laugh, love sign. And I would
Okay.
like to say to the people that this is my parents' house.
Yeah.
And when you talk shit on that live, laugh, love sign, you're talking shit on my two very hardworking, sweet parents. I'm not chuggy. You're being a fucking asshole.
Wow. Oh, nice. Jeffrey's still here. All right, Jeffrey, you can come back now. I do feel bad that I...
Financial planning. Personal finance, let's get into it. How do you guys manage your cash? One way or the other. Are you good with money or are you not? Let's start with Gionna.
Actually, I do want to interject a little bit. In our friend group chat from back home, we recently did a poll across we asked everybody a few questions about everybody else in the group chat. One of the questions was, who is the worst with money? And it was Gionna, unequivocally. She is the worst with money.
Gionna, what's the biggest purchase you've made in the last month, and what was it?
In the last month?
That was the same question back to back. I meant, how much was it?
I just spent like $300 on clothes.
Yeah.
That's like usually what it is. It's all clothes. I bought my car not too long ago, so that was like a big purchase. I don't have a license, so I bought a car.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't have a driver's license. It's cute though. It's a cute little blue Miata. It was sexy.
I was gonna make a joke about it being a Miata. That's very funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's
it was
amazing.
also, wait, when did you buy this car?
You
said
a few
last
months
month?
ago, maybe October, September.
Okay, yeah.
Somewhere
So
there.
it's like already getting, okay. It was already getting cold.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
you don't know if it was correct.
She said it was, and it's her life, so she's right.
Fine. All I wanted to say was the Miata is a drop top,
Yeah.
and she bought
It
it
is.
at the start of the colder months, which makes it even worse that it was just an ill-timed purchase. You can't drive.
Listen,
You can't-
everybody keeps talking shit on the fucking Miata, but when you want to roll down to the beach in the Barbie dream car, don't hit my line.
That's fair. Because I do want
Don't
to
hit my line.
I do want to
Yeah.
hit the beach in the Barbie dream car pretty bad.
You gotta,
Me too.
Johnny, what you have to do is you have to wear a crop top with a jock sock in the drop top. And then you have to make a stop at a mom and pop shop, we should say.
You don't have to rhyme everything. It doesn't
I
make
know.
it cooler or
I
anything.
haven't yet until just then. And then we're going to move on.
Okay, so yeah, why don't we just move on from that horrible rhyme that you just assaulted us with, really?
Damn, Daniel.
Craig is out as James Bond. Let's talk about
okay,
our Bonds of the Week. Gionna, we're doing this new segment, Bond of the Week. Daniel and Craig is out. We don't know who's in. Every week until the next James is cast, we're going to lob up our casting options as the new James, the new 007. So who do you want to see as Bond in the next couple movies?
You know, I've never seen a James Bond movie, but I've heard people say Idris Elba a lot.
Yeah.
That's been like a conversation,
Knuckles.
right?
Yeah.
Knuckles.
Yeah.
I feel like that could be good. I don't know. I don't really know what James Bond's whole deal is.
Who is a cool
Other than-
celebrity to you? He's just cool. He's a cool dude.
I don't know. You're going to have to get back to me.
Yeah. Because I was thinking Ty Burrell.
Ty Burrell,
Phil Dunphy as
Modern Family.
007. Yeah. He's sort of funny.
Yeah, but like James Bond is not really supposed to be. Well, I guess he's like witty and charming, but
yeah,
he's not,
exactly.
like,
So is Phil Dunphy.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. He's
Or you know who
witty.
could be good? You know who could be good?
What? Who?
Stewie Griffin.
Oh, Stewie Griffin.
That'd be hilarious.
Fictional, by the way. That's not a
Yeah.
real person.
Okay.
I know
Well,
that you
neither's
watch
James
television.
Bond, but yeah.
I know you watch television and assume everything is real in front of you, but Stewie Griffin
Okay.
is not. Yeah.
Succession is based off the Murdochs, so it is real. A lot of
It's-
pitches are based off of real experience that happened to the writers, actually.
Yeah, but Family Guy, remember? We're talking
Yes.
about Stewie Griffin.
Yes.
It's like some things are real and some things are not.
Yeah, I think
I
like
know.
you're having trouble making that distinction.
No, I get it.
Okay,
Whatever.
whatever. Okay,
Johnny, who's your Bond of the week?
Bond of the week. Any science majors out here? Ionic bond.
No.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I would go for someone who's like really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would probably be like I think it would kind of be me. I think I could be
No way.
a good Bond. Yeah.
No
I think-
way.
Yeah. I think I would be a pretty good Bond. I just watched the last Bond,
Yeah.
and that was the only one I watched. And I think I kind of got what was going on.
Sure.
Yeah, like
So you
My mom-
understood No Time to Die, and that's why you think you'd be a good James Bond.
yeah, I mean like I saw M as this kind of maternal figure, so I think my mom could be cast as M. I do have a whole casting list. Like
Okay.
Q could be like my dad or some shit like that.
So you're just casting your family.
I mean, like it's just I guess it's kind of a coincidence that they fit those kinds of roles and those kinds of descriptions and breakdowns. But
I wouldn't say the breakdown for M is a maternal figure. You're talking about the head of MI6, the
Yeah.
British intelligence agency.
and wouldn't you say your mom is kind of the head of the household sometimes?
Sure, but that's such a loose connection between
Yeah.
those two. Like M has to be like in control.
Yeah,
calm.
my mom.
So-
My mom, calm.
Yes, that's like every mom. I'm just saying that it's like you can be a
So,
great mom
okay,
and not
fine.
be the head of an intelligence
Okay,
agency.
fine. I guess your mom could also be M if she wanted to.
That's not what you want. 2 M's and it's your and my mom's.
Yes. Is that fine?
No, that's a horrible casting decision.
Okay.
This is
Well, let's move on.
yeah. This is
This 3-person episode's going great.
get your head in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Go to betterhelp.com/what's that? Guys, life is full of stressors. You know, it doesn't matter who you are or what you have, your life is probably stressful. I know that for me, sleep issues, cash, family, friends, work can get me down and out. And you may not be feeling totally down and out or totally depressed or like you're at a loss, but if your stress is high, your temper is shorter than usual, or even if you're starting to feel strain in any of your relationships, you could probably use the chance to unload. So unload the stress and get it out by talking to somebody who's completely unbiased about your life. Somebody who's not going to take sides on anything or judge you. You know, when there's things that you feel like you can't tell anyone or that you feel like you can't unload to family and friends, you need to unload it. That's what therapy can be. BetterHelp specifically is customized online therapy that offers phone, video, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's also much more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and you can start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. So if you've been wanting counseling or therapy in some way, but you weren't sure if you could afford it, go to betterhelp.com/what's that. Check it out. You might be able to afford it. You might find the right fit. And the Headgum podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. And you guys get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/what's that? That's BetterHelp.com/what's that? Thanks, BetterHelp. Hey, fellas. This episode of the Headgum podcast is brought to you by our favorite producers of ball trimmers, Manscaped. The global leaders in below-the-waist grooming are leaving 2021 with a new product. Clean yourself into the new year with their ultra premium body wash. Also, special offer alert. Use code What's That for 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. 4 million men already trust Manscaped. Time to join them. 2022 is on its way, and the last thing you want is to be the guy with pubes getting in the way of making this year your best year ever. 2021 sucked, and that's why Manscaped is making a splash and upping your grooming game. Their signature Lawnmower 4.0 is here to take down every pube in its path. Manscaped engineered the ultimate groin and body trimmer by focusing on intelligent functionality and an incredibly comfortable grooming experience. Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology, and it's even waterproof. This tool is amazing, and I'm confident using the 4.0 to leave 2021 and my gross pubes with it. You know what else I'm confident about? Smelling like $1,000,000. You may be asking how, and I'm happy you did. I use the Manscaped Refined Cologne with the same signature scent that it's in all Manscaped formulas. A great compliment to your collection. Use the code What's That for 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. I'm all in on confidence and smelling good this new year, so join me with Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code What's That at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Coupon code What's That? Happy New Year to your balls.
We can move on to our first segment. Let's just do that. This is
why don't we do
that? It to go.
This is the first segment now.
That was not the. I meant to play this. Are you guys familiar with the supply chain issue?
What supply chain
Somewhat.
issue?
So the Suez Canal being backed up as just as a result, has pushed back a lot of timelines for manufacturing and business because we live in a global economy.
Yeah.
And what was that?
Yeah, I said, but it's oddly. But I do want to say that it's oddly serious for a comedy podcast.
I've been telling you guys I'm trying to get more wise, so I've been reading a ton about this stuff, man. I mean, everything has to get places just so. I don't know if you saw a documentary that came out a couple years ago about people who work on these cargo ships. It's incredibly stressful because there's so much money involved. There's so much power involved. And it's like, at the hands of capitalism, like the individual doesn't matter, right? Like you just become a cog. And so the supply chain issue, in my view, is an argument for localization, right? Local produce, local products. But that's not the world we live in. We live in a world with a supply chain that is fucked up right now. So
Okay,
I thought
so
we could...
What's the game?
It's not a game. I thought we could kind of fix it.
Okay, so all right, so
this
Great.
is the
No
supply
way.
chain as we know it.
no way you made this.
Let's start with the consumer, right? Gionna, what's something you want or need right now, product-wise? And you can be honest.
And
And you can
new
be honest.
clothes.
New clothes? What kind of clothes? One item. One item. Let's just, for argument's sake.
Leather pants. I love
Leather
leather
pants.
pants.
Okay, leather
So
pants.
as the supply chain currently stands, you are the consumer. You demand pants. If you want to start from the bottom and then end up where we're here, being you getting the pants, it's raw materials, right? Leather, hides. That comes from cows. Suddenly, logistics lead to the supplier, right? And it's all logistics. So that's communication back and forth. That's the supplier of hides.
Did you study this? Did you do a lot of research on this just for this segment? Because it feels like a lot of research for a segment that undeniably is going to be boring to some of our listeners.
Yeah,
right?
I'm kind of wondering where the joke is going to be.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm fucking sick of doing this show every week. Everybody demanding jokes. Why can't we talk about something real? That's interesting to me. That's wise.
We did talk about something real. We talked about our personal lives. We talked about stuff like that.
We
And
did
still
do
you,
that.
you seem to steamroll
We talked about
through
Bond of
everything.
the Week. We don't have any say in casting. How's that real? This is every day. Every day this is happening, whether we know it or
We
not.
don't have any say in this either.
Yeah, we don't have any say in this.
Well, can we just do it? Come on. It's Friday. I don't want to have to come up with something on the fly.
Okay, fine. Why don't you continue the segment and then try to get some more of our participation, because it seems like you're just lecturing right now.
You chime in. I want your thoughts. Raw materials, hides, tanned
Yes.
leather goods.
Okay.
It starts with the skin of cows, and there's no way around that. Unless you're talking vegan leather, which is a different conversation. But let's
So
talk
it is an
real
entire.
leather.
There are ways
What do you-
around it. You said there's no way around it, but there is a way around it.
In this instance, if she wants genuine leather,
Okay.
that's the raw material, is cows being slaughtered for meat and the skin being used for leather. Suddenly the leather is brought from the farm to a supplier who specializes in hides.
Okay,
Are you
fine.
with me? That's
Yes,
all logistics.
I'm with you. I'm with
That
you.
is
Okay,
all
fine.
logistics. From the supplier goes the manufacturer, right? Where the
Uh-huh.
supplier
Uh-huh.
the supplier, again through logistics, sends the hides to a manufacturer who turns the hides into pants. Man, that's logistics. There's no way around that. It's logistics as it stands, which is part of the problem. From the manufacturer are born the trousers. And where...
Awful way to put it. That's such a weird way to put it.
What you're looking at when you're in this space where the pants are in a warehouse of the manufacturer. Who knows where the leather belt is in this country? That's where the buck stops for me. But there, at this point in the supply chain, there's just boxes and boxes of leather pants, which Gionna wants as the consumer. How is it going to get from the manufacturer to Gionna? That's where logistics comes in. So the distributor enters the frame just a little bit, and then fully the frame after a while.
Unnecessary. So you don't have to say that. Just say the distributor enters the frame.
Yeah.
And also speed up, because obviously the segment is dragging along.
Let's say Gionna wants to get them from Madewell. You know,
Okay.
Sorry if that's offensive, Gionna, but it's not just gonna be stocked on shelves, you know, just because it's in a manufacturer's warehouse. It has to get there. So through logistics, it's shipped via a distributor, right? So whether that's a DHL, whether that's a FedEx, it has to get there some way. Or the company, if it's big enough or smart enough, might have their own trucks and use shipping companies, right? So suddenly, through logistics, and there's no way around that, these trucks are trucking them to the retailer, right? That's all communication. That's all emails, this, phone calls, that, logistics. Suddenly, now the shelves are stocked with leather pants. Okay. Now Madewell has the opportunity to connect with the consumer being Gionna, and that is also logistics.
I really wish I had stuff to contribute to this segment, but man, you're just
I'm at a loss.
You're so knowledgeable about something that we really can't wax about. Like, not even have any funny asides or anything like that. So
Is this just an ad for Madewell?
I keep seeing these billboards in Brooklyn that say that you're 7 minutes from jeans. And it's just a Madewell billboard that's like, you're here, our store is here. And they make me
sounds
laugh.
like a threat.
Yeah. So anyway, at this point in the conversation, Gionna walks into a Madewell. Leather pants are there because of this chain, and mostly logistics. There's no way around that.
Okay.
So that's sort of the world that we're living in. You're not just you're not living in a world where you walk to Main Street anymore. You go to the tanner and he has pants that he got from his farm, made into leather pants himself, and is going to sell to you, to the consumer. That would be localization, which I'm for, but doesn't exist. Doesn't exist anywhere. I don't care what anybody says. It's all supply chain. It's all logistics, and there's no way around it. Here, and do you guys see what's fucked up about this?
No, but we don't really care, right? Like, I've been expressing my distaste for the segment, and also the anger that's just latent within me about this show and about being around you all the time. And I genuinely hope that what you have to say next is going to be somewhat insightful or moderately funny to kind of save the segment as it stands.
This
no
is
way
how
you have
I
another slide.
See the supply chain being fixed. All right. The fucked up part about how it stands right now is that it is too global. A ship getting stuck in a canal shouldn't be the reason why Gionna can't get, for lack of a better term, britches, leather or otherwise. She should be able to walk to her local tanner, in my opinion, so that you can shop local. You can shop small, American Express style. Here's how we might get there.
Okay.
Baby steps. Keep in mind this is all baby steps because you're not going to go from a global economy to the local economy like that. You know, you're not going to go from gas-powered vehicles to EVs like that. It's gonna.
This doesn't make you wise, by the way. I just want you to know that.
Let's go through the leather pants through my version.
Okay.
Gionna, still the consumer, wants leather pants. She's craving them. That's the difference. Instead of demanding, she's craving.
Demand and crave are very, very close. Very, very
And
close.
also,
Yeah.
what's the difference? What are you getting at?
As it stands, the consumer demands.
Don't go back. Don't go back. Just push
If I
forward.
had my druthers, the consumer would crave. Because it's going to take a certain hunger to have any sort of structural change in our economy, in the way that products are delivered to people like Gionna. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Gionna
Whatever
craves
will make you
pants.
go.
I
Raw
crave
materials
pants, I guess.
still necessary
Yeah.
because you're not going to just you're not just going to have pants. You have
Okay.
to have the material that creates the pants. So that's the leather.
Mhm.
And that's from a farm or whatever.
Okay.
From there it takes tons of planning.
Which, by the way, is part of logistics. Planning is part of logistics.
Yeah.
No,
And then I'm actually just
No.
going to steamroll through this.
Yeah.
Necessary communication, also just a huge part of logistics in general. Skilled drivers, I guess, is logistics.
It's
It
a little
is.
simpler. It's really just, can you drive a truck? Do you have a license?
Yeah. So
But
it's
continue. I see what you're saying.
I can't.
okay. Well, the way that. Okay, so if anything, the way you put it makes it even more of a logistical issue. And also necessary arrangements, and then vend, whatever the hell that means. Well, I
Vend,
guess
sell.
that's just sell.
yeah, so
Yeah, sell.
Not funny. Okay, you can stop now. And then, yeah, it's pretty much all logistics, right?
I'll give you tons of planning. I'll give you necessary communication. I'll give you skilled drivers. Necessary arrangements to me feels a little more playful than logistics. It's more like, well, I'll make the necessary arrangements, and it's like you're finding someone a Christmas present. So that's, or you're setting a reservation for Bay, John. Let's
So
say.
you're talking, you're comparing driving a UPS truck or a DHL truck, driving to a retailer, to picking out a Christmas present for Bay. That is not, they're incomparable. And necessary arrangements from a DHL truck to a retailer, that is logistics.
yeah.
This is not how I thought this was going to go. I thought you guys, I did think you guys would be a little bit more knowledgeable in this, and you've admitted to not knowing jack shit about it, so I have to take everything you're saying with a grain of salt. But also, you're making some good points, but it is lucky. They are lucky guesses. And do you recognize that?
I
Why
recognize.
would we know about this?
Yeah. We work at a podcast network.
So do
I'm
I.
a journalism major.
I was a film major. Why should I know about supply chain? But here we are talking
Exactly.
about it
Why
intelligently.
should you? Why should you know
I
about this?
guarantee if anybody listening has an MBA, they know that I'm speaking wise. I guarantee you.
Are you
And if-
qualified to speak about this? Are you qualified to speak about
Yeah,
this?
you don't have any kind of credentials. If
What-
anything, you went on Reddit, explain like I'm 5, and then you kind of just going through the motions of reading through the supply chain thread.
a
This
business
is like-
admin degree. What is that? Does that qualify somebody to talk about any of this?
Yeah, but you don't have that.
Yes.
I'm saying, because I disagree. I think that it's all bullshit. All of this is nonsense. You want to talk
This-
about this not being a right fit for this podcast? It's the perfect fit for this podcast because people overcomplicate nonsense. And this show, I'm trying to get it down to a base level. This is too much. This isn't good to hear or see or to be.
Exactly.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
agree
this
with you
is-
on a philosophical level, but on a literal level, this just is like not funny.
This is not the reaction.
Funny.
Because then when you
this
guys
is not
no, 'cause
fun.
when you,
It's not
All
fun
right, fine.
either.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
no, because
Well, defend yourself, please.
fine. Let's just move on then.
Okay.
We have more to get to, anyways.
Thank God. And I'm sure our
No,
listeners
you guys just don't feel proud of what you just did.
I'm not proud of what we just did because if anything, we're just terrorizing our listeners with terrible segments. Don't sit like that. Don't sit all relaxed like you're. You should be on edge right now. Gionna, I hope you're having a decent time on the podcast. I know that it's a little hard to kind of be around Geoff all the time. I mean, I know it more than anybody else, but I hope you're not.
That song was so fucking long.
Yeah.
I'm having a great time, though.
Yeah, you don't have to lie. It's okay. All right, Geoff, what do you got next?
I'm getting comfortable. Hang on.
You should have gotten comfortable before we started recording.
Yeah.
I was, and then it changed.
All right. Then it changed.
Why is that relatable?
Gionna, do you like reality TV?
I fucking love reality TV.
Perfect. Johnny, do you watch reality TV?
Yes, I love HGTV, which is somewhat a step removed from reality, but the furniture is real.
I love HGTV, which is a step beyond reality, but the furniture is real. What a horrible sentence. Well, listen, in a very vague way, I work in content here. Used to more than I do now, but we're talking about what we can do on the video side of things, and also on the TV side of things. Whether we're going to turn Headgum originals into TV shows. We haven't yet, but maybe we will in the future. I'm saying skip that step because some of these podcasts work better as podcasts than they would as TV shows. I'm wondering if we get into the easiest TV game, which is reality, and if we kind of come up with a couple reality show pitches that the three of us that we can bring to the content team and say, let's take this out. I'll start, and then if you guys have any or
I have a few. You asked me to prepare a few, and can't wait for you to hear them. So go on, Geoff.
Hoarding with the Hurwitzes.
Okay.
So it's a reality show that follows the New Haven Hurwitzes as they collect and stockpile bric-a-brac, and that would be kind of a Keeping Up with the Kardashians meets Hoarders. And it'd be a little bit of a twist though, because Hoarders is kind of about people who have certain, I think, mental illnesses, honestly. But with this, it's them they're not prone to hoarding, and the show is making them hoard.
Oh, what are they hoarding specifically? You said
bric-a-brac, knickknacks.
Bric-a-brac, knickknacks?
Yeah, stuff like that. Boxes of trinkets, in a way.
Okay, so you said it's Keeping Up with the Kardashians mixed with hoarders. It's just following their lives as people who hoard things. I don't think that's really interesting.
It's mostly just following them, and then there's this like weird tertiary thing where every episode it's them like getting another box of shit.
They just it's an unboxing. That could be a YouTube series.
It's a reverse unboxing.
Yeah, they're just putting stuff in their house.
The emotional journey? Like when you watch Hoarders, it's like so that you can get that catharsis at the end when they like are no longer a hoarder. Where's the journey here?
Yeah. That's a good point, Gionna.
There might not be a journey in this one, but if you're looking for a journey, I do have an idea for that. That's very journey focused.
Okay, why don't you say that then?
Epic's Villa.
Okay.
Have you guys seen Epic Villas?
Yes.
So this would be Epic's Villa. So it's a show that follows Johnny on an odyssey on Epics.
Odyssey on Epics?
The show is hopefully we want to land it at Epics, but it's also you going on an epic. So it's Epic Villa meets Ulysses.
Oh, okay.
Like you as Odysseus.
Oh,
no, it'd be Johnny as Johnny, but like he maybe gets distracted by sirens at some point.
Okay.
Okay.
I would watch the fuck out of that.
This feels more like a fictional series, like not.
No, it's
not.
So it would basically be like you show up on day one, and there's this whole odyssey set up for you to kind of go through, and like we all know the hero's journey structure, but it would like so you have a loose idea of what's gonna happen. Like you will make it home eventually, but
so it's like Survivor.
Yeah, honestly, it's Epic Villas meets Ulysses meets Survivor.
All right, I am actually completely on board with this idea.
Yeah, I kind of
fuck with that. The one thing
I
do not want is to be with epics. I think that's the one deal breaker I got. Yeah.
I'm walking if we don't land with epics then because the whole point is that it's Epic's Villa instead of Epic Villas.
Yeah, but actually, a quick note on the title: you can't put a trademark name in the title. I understand. Okay. Yeah.
What about MSNBC?
MSNBC Villa?
No, I'm saying, like, what about NBC News? NBC News is on NBC.
Yeah, because they're part of the same company, the
Parent
same parent
company.
company. Yeah.
I'm saying Epix Villa on Epix, so it would be the parent company or whatever.
Yeah, but like
But I
there's
thought this was like a Headgum show.
Well, it would
Wasn't
be
that the whole premise?
this would be
like-
pitched to reality or
Yeah.
just to television networks.
It'd still be on
but,
TV.
Yeah, there's such a slim chance that we'd get this picked up, one, and also an even slimmer chance that we would land with Epix.
All right, then forget that one.
Okay, fine.
Let's hear one of yours, Johnny.
Okay, this one was the best idea I had. How old are you, Jeffrey?
I'm 24.
Okay, you're 24. What is your natural citizenship?
America.
Okay. Yeah. Have you lived in the United States for over 14 years?
Yeah.
Okay, so this show is called Jeffrey 2032. And this is the first year, Jeffrey, that you're able to actually run for president of the United States. We can finally start putting some of those Patreon dollars to use, fund some very, very small stage campaign in some random town.
That's already a campaign finance violation, but yeah.
Did you know that a dog recently became elected mayor? This was like 2 years ago, I think. Do you know about that?
In Idlewild?
I don't remember the place, but it seems like you do.
Because Idlewild has had a dog mayor for like 20 years.
Yeah. And you know how politicians are just glorified dogs, right?
Yeah, sure.
Imagine if we can just run the gambit.
Gamut, but yeah.
Sorry?
It's run the gamut, not gambit.
Gambit?
It's gamut.
Run the gambit.
It is Gamut.
Gamut, but
I'm
continue.
gonna have to go with Geoff on this one.
Okay. Well,
That
Grammarly
shouldn't throw the pitch entirely.
But like this kind of was like not my world is crumbling before my very eyes because Grammarly didn't even say shit about this. And
Okay.
that was it makes me
Because
feel
gambit
bad.
is
just
a
power
word.
through.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
now
not
I'm like
the word
now I'm
that
like
you're looking
just thinking
for.
about the gambit.
Let's
Yeah.
hear the idea because we haven't even gotten to it.
No, it's like gamut. I don't know. Like it
You ever
feels
seen
like
The Queen's Gambit on Netflix? It's a
the
good
Queen's
show.
Gambit. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, so it's a one-to-one confusion for you.
Well, eventually we'll run the gamut and eventually work our way up to a seat in the White House.
Why did you say it like that?
So it's a
Yeah.
campaign trail docu-series. That's
Yeah.
A, not reality TV, and B, not gonna happen.
It is kind of reality television. You know how there's a sliver of fiction in every reality television series.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we
Would
have
the fiction here be that I didn't get a White House seat, but we're saying in the show that I did?
No. You will get the White House seat, and I'm just saying that we're just gonna
Also, White House seat doesn't exist. I think I just said that. That would just be the presidency.
the
Senate
presidency
seat, or-
in the
yeah.
Oval Office.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's my idea.
Your idea is follow me as I get elected president.
Correct. Yeah,
It's not gonna happen.
I think it could happen genuinely.
You have to at least pitch it in a way where it's like whether he gets the presidency or not, it'll still be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like, we'll follow your campaign trail, and God forbid you lose, which you probably won't. If you do happen to lose, then we can just next few seasons will just be you starting from scratch again for the next 4 years. And I think this is a very sustainable series because you're very young, you're very spry, and you know how these old folks are getting into the presidency game.
Yeah.
Joe Biden's
No.
107 years old or some shit like
78.
that.
Yeah. I don't have any experience. I don't have any interest in this. So, there's so many arguments to be made against me as a candidate that I would also agree with.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Well, I mean, would you argue that, and I don't mean to bring him up, open up that old wound, but would you argue that the dog mayor had the
Any
candidates?
interest?
Yeah, the kind of
Yeah.
interest or anything like that.
if this show would already have more legs if you were saying that I was running for mayor, because maybe I would have interest in that and could actually do it of a small
Okay.
town.
Fine, Jeffrey for mayor we could do. And
Sure,
then we just ramp
fine.
it up in a spin-off series, Jeffrey
No.
for council.
Council's
for
lower
Supreme.
than the mayor, but yeah. All right, not a bad idea. We got to a good place with it.
Okay.
What about Glove Island? Half hotties, half full bodies. Everyone in chunky sweaters and winter clothes. Who is hot? Who is not? Find out on Glove Island. Love Island meets 90 Day Fiancé.
How does it meet 90 Day Fiancé?
Because wasn't there that like really ugly looking dude?
There was.
Yeah.
So it's half hotties, half
We should. This is
bodies?
not a body positive show. We should say.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
okay.
just
So
gonna
that's
say
probably not
that
gonna
sounded
sell,
fucked up to me.
Yeah. So this is definitely not going to sell on
Mm.
television.
Okay.
And I
I
don't
mean,
even
they
think
do say all.
What if we
press
got
is good
Amy Sherman
press.
Palladino attached as EP because she loves making fun of.
who's Amy Sherman Palladino.
Overweight
Literally, who
people.
the fuck is that?
She created Gilmore Girls. She created Gilmore Girls and Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Oh, well.
So many fat phobic jokes in her shows. It's kind of crazy.
Okay. Interesting. So maybe,
Johnny?
yeah, I think if we can get her backing behind it, she could
Mhm.
probably.
Because
put
she
it in-
hasn't been in the reality space yet.
Yeah.
So
I
she might
think-
be interested.
I also think that there's a logistical issue because I think you can still tell what someone's body type is even if they're wearing a sweater.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Gianna's pretty right about that.
Wow.
So yeah, you should probably be more body positive. And the fact that
Yeah.
you came up with that
I
idea.
am. It's just a show.
Yeah, but like the fact that the inkling was in your head and passed through like several layers
Yeah.
of consciousness before you put it down on paper or wrote it down somewhere, just paints a picture about you and your values.
Mm.
But I think like
Um,
you have a solid pitch. I think you just need to scrap it entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you want to hear my pitch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just move on. Hexium.
What?
Hexium.
That's a Pokemon.
Meaning?
You know, do you guys remember
Yes.
Nexium? Yeah,
Yes.
Nexium, the cult that was just recently busted
Sure.
for
Yeah.
a lot of charges: money laundering, racketeering, and fraud, to name the lowest charges. Overall, very bad group of guys.
It
very
was like a
scummy
self-help thing, right?
people. Yeah, like self-help thing. I
Right, but it
guess.
was a cult. Okay.
Yeah. But that said, now that they're busted, there is a huge gap in the market for a cult to take their place. Their practices are actually available through for public consumption through their court documents, so we can see exactly how they coerce people into joining something bigger than they think.
Bigger than they are, or bigger than they think.
Yeah, bigger than they think.
It's kind of both.
Yeah.
You would never be able to be a cult leader because you're selling it as, do you want to be part of something bigger than you think? No. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. Sorry.
I'm thinking that
Yeah.
we have a pretty huge talent roster at Headgum that could host this. I think
Yeah.
we could have Finn Wolfhard be the
Yep.
figurehead since she already has such a big following.
Yeah.
We can start looking in places where people feel like they don't belong, like at Headgum Live or gaming conventions or Comic-Con or some shit like that.
What was that first one? Sorry.
I said, what was that? Gaming conventions?
No, you
Is that
said
what it was?
Headgum Live. The live shows.
Oh, did I? Did I say that?
Which you're actually factually incorrect because those are, it's probably filled with people who, it is filled with people who connect on the same thing because they all came for that thing.
Oh,
So they all,
yeah.
when they're there, they feel like they do belong.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So like gaming conventions though,
Okay.
Comic-Con. Yeah. I
Again,
think-
they're all connected. Yeah.
you think that's a good idea or
No, I'm
Should just
trying to
kinda
I'm racking my
run the
brain right now
gamut.
of ways that, yeah. Let's move on. Is that the entire idea?
yeah, that's the entire idea.
Is it a show or you just want to start a cult?
This is a show. We'll follow the rise of Headgum.
It could also be called anything. It could just be called Headgum. It doesn't have to
Yeah.
rhyme with Nixium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like the name Nexium a lot. I think that was
Okay.
pretty catchy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Hexgium? You think it's
Hexium.
catchy?
Yeah. It's kind of like so like harsh sounding to a point where you have to remember
Right.
it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one knows how to spell it, so they can't Google it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well. You
What
have
about
another
this?
you have another idea?
Oddballs and vaginal walls. Tons of hot chicks and a bunch of freaks try to make things work. Get him to the Greek meets Beauty and the Geek, hosted by Russell Brand.
hosted
I
by
would
Russell
watch
Brand.
it.
We don't.
Honestly,
There's no way we don't have access to Russell Brand at
He's
all.
free. He's a Vale. He's definitely a Vale.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We still have to go through his agent, and we don't even know if he's gonna want to talk to us and all that.
It's how hard could it be to get a meeting with Brand to say, hey, offer, by the way, we are offering you the role of host of Oddballs and Vaginal Walls.
First
he
off,
was kind of fucked up,
Really?
or like washed up.
But
Like, what does he do now?
he does inspirational talks.
Is that what he does? See, you could get Russell Brand.
Actually, I would love to get Brand on this show. Maybe my goal for this show of next year is to get like really big guests.
that would be insane. I'd love that.
that would be insane.
It's hard though. Every time you have a big guest on a podcast, though, it's like nerve-wracking and not fun.
Yeah, especially this podcast, which, for lack of a better term, assaults every guest.
Johnny, do you have any more ideas, or Gionna, do you have any ideas?
I don't know. You go. I just want to
okay.
say I would watch the fuck out of whatever that show that you just said was. One of the great joys in life, and I think, is watching like hot girls and their ugly little boyfriends exist.
Mm-hmm. That's a good reality television
I think it's
show.
a good idea.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. My next idea is called Gumshoes. So, Jeffrey, you and I are going to solve crimes.
Okay.
I don't think it doesn't get any simpler than that. There are a lot of cold case files that are available in public domain. So we just find that and we're kind of on our way. And the whole season can revolve around a specific case, just like overarching plot, like a missing dog or a stolen wallet.
Yeah.
With a bunch of mini cases along the way, like we're stopping jaywalkers or people who are skating. Yeah,
people who are
I mean,
skating.
I mean,
don't go up to skateboarders and say stop.
I mean, sometimes have you seen the signs? No skating in a no skate zone.
Yeah, I mean that's like building managers being cops.
Yeah, but I think we don't. I also don't like the word cops. I think cops are just like, there's such a bad connotation. What you and I are crime fighters, really, or
All
detectives, gumshoes, really.
And you don't want to write this
off
as
the
like a sitcom. Like there's so much room there if you and I are like detectives freelance. That could be really funny if it was scripted and absurd. Instead, you want to actually try and solve cold case files, which we don't have any detective backgrounds.
It's also so disrespectful.
Disrespectful to who?
Like, these are real people.
Yeah, their
and,
families
like, real
survived them.
cases.
It's so disrespectful.
I think we can do right by them. You think like
No way.
On paper, it's kind of disrespectful. I think I understand where you're coming from. Slightly, I understand. But if we can solve these, what kind of people will we be?
That's why it's disrespectful, because we think we can figure it out. You do, and we can't.
You have such little faith in this pitch. How am I going to have you as my partner in crime?
Don't tell people in the room, even if we did take this out, don't tell people in the room, you have such little faith in this pitch. What bad etiquette.
You think this sucks, don't you?
Actually, we kind of liked it, but that was really aggressive, so now we're not sure about working with you.
Really?
Is that the end of it?
Yeah. Those are my big pitches.
All right.
This isn't reality television, but I've been waiting for an opportunity to pitch my version of The Notebook without the old people. Because I think that the old people fucking ruin The Notebook.
How? I think
Because
I haven't seen The Notebook, but don't they provide some sort of conflict between the two lovers in The Notebook?
well, the plot is like you see these old people at the beginning and they're old and the lady has dementia and there's like this old man and
Okay.
he's reading her
Jeffrey,
this
don't
story.
look at your phone. Don't look at your phone. Okay.
He's just thinking. He's thinking hard about the old people. And
Right.
he reads her the story, and then you get like flashbacks to the 40s, and it's like, this beautiful love story. At the end, you find out that, the whole love story that you've been watching is the old people's love story. And
Okay.
he's been reading it to her so that she can remember.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, they die together. And, whatever.
Isn't that still cute? Like it's a
No.
it's a romance movie, right? So
But
feel like it
old
should-
people are off-putting and not sexy. So
okay. So that's where your standpoint is. No clapping. No need to clap.
Old people
for that.
suck.
old people do suck. It's a beautiful love story in and of itself. If you watched the movie, you would understand this. You don't need the old people to sell the love story.
There's no way that I stand alone on this. Like this is such a weird stance that you guys are taking.
They also
old
people-
don't look like
Yeah.
don't look like
You gotta
the
have
young
some bias.
actors.
Some
Yeah,
bias.
you do.
Everybody needs a one bias, and for me, it's old people.
No.
One
actually,
good phobia.
I hate kids.
Oh my god.
That's a hot
yeah,
take.
that's
You
also
can't hate old people
They're not
and
our
kids.
future. Like our future is like me.
you so narcissistic. You have a god complex.
You
have a
said
God
you'd
complex.
be James Bond. You also said you would solve cold case files. We're all narcissists. Gionna
Yeah.
spent $300 on a coat or something.
Or something. Yeah, she spent $300 on clothes. That doesn't make her a narcissist. I don't.
I have
Yeah,
a
there's-
pair of $1,000 shoes.
Okay, that makes you a narcissist, by the way.
My boyfriend got them for me.
So John's rich.
He got a stimmy.
So
Yeah.
he spent half his
Yeah.
stimulus check on your shoes.
Yeah.
Wow.
What about this? Dancing with the Cars. Professional dancers pair up with various Mazdas in this ballroom dancing competition featuring horseless carriages, starring Gionna Kinchin.
Don't stroke her
say that?
ego. She likes the fact that she's gonna dance with a Mazda. A
No,
Miata
she's not going to
even.
dance. She's going to host. She's the Tyra Banks
she's
of
gonna
Dancing
host.
with the Cars.
I am Tyra Banks.
Well, I didn't say
Yeah,
that. I
well,
said
now
you would
see,
fill
now we're-
Tyra's role.
Yeah, we're all narcissists. You're
She's
right.
just as
Jeff.
host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fuck with that.
All right. And then my last one is Amir's fears. Amir Blumenfeld faces a new fear every episode. Fear Factor meets Biggest Loser. And
Why
I don't
is the Biggest Loser involved?
not the show. Just he is kind
Meets
of the world's biggest loser.
Okay, so that's just a title for him.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, that one is just a mean pitch. I don't. Even if the people in the pitching room, whatever the hell it's called, even if they didn't know who Amir Blumenfeld was, they'd realize that it's just a mean-spirited pitch towards somebody else. You're like antagonizing somebody else.
All right.
All right, like you hear what I'm saying and you don't want to do the pitch anymore, or
Like you shot it down. It's over.
yeah,
It's over.
good. I hope this taught us all a very good lesson about ourselves. That we're all very narcissistic, I think. We should probably go to therapy or something. I don't know.
Plugs. Gionna, what do you have going on? What do you want to point the people to?
So this is how you want to end the show, with such sour energy? This is just bad energy.
Sorry.
Don't be so now, like, you're carrying it over to us, and it's actually ruining the mood
Yeah.
a lot.
What do you want from me, man? You want me to be smiling when I'm feeling absolute poison on the inside from you? Of
Yeah,
me?
when like a professional performer will turn that off, that kind of
Yeah.
separate the whatever negative energy they have, and just try to turn it into something positive.
Okay. Like who?
Like who?
Do you think Miley Cyrus does that?
Absolutely, she does.
Yes.
Because she's a professional.
All right.
Are you a professional?
I am.
Okay, so bring
Plugs.
that positive energy. All right, there we go. See,
Gionna, what do you want to point the people to?
Okay, your eyes are watering, but that's okay. You can just push through it.
I am. I'm happy.
Okay.
Can I do my fucking plug?
Yeah.
Thanks. Follow me on Instagram at Gionna, Gionna. Tell me that I am a delicate flower. Tell me
No.
that.
No way.
Tell
We
me
gotta cut
that
this short.
gazing
There's no
upon
way.
my face brings meaning to your otherwise meaningless life.
Wow. You
You're
have
on
a
the
God
wrong
complex.
platform.
You're-
Tell
You
me
should be
that
on
in the comments.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, tell me that in the comments. We'll
People would
see. I
pay
mean,
you
last
to
time
say that to them.
I'm just seeing how far I could take it. Listen,
Yeah.
last time
Okay.
people did it.
Nice.
You guys better fucking do it, or else I'm gonna look
Jesus.
stupid.
Yeah. You look
make her
stupid
look
either way, but yeah.
Yeah, make her look stupid, please.
Johnny?
Follow me on Instagram at JohnnyV, JohnnYVII. And that's it.
At Jeffrey James on Instagram, at Jeff Boyardee on Twitter. And we have some special Headgum podcast episodes coming in the next 3 weeks, so look out for those. We have a 2-parter, I believe, for the holidays, holiday special extravaganza, and
Nice.
it'll be good. Until then, have a great weekend, but not too great.
Terrible way to end it.
No, because you want it to be, you want to have stuff to look forward to. And if you went, like when we did the live show in New York,
No.
I was like
no.
depressed for 2 weeks after that.
No,
because
no.
Because it was such a high. And then I went from
That
there
was
to
fun.
a physical low, being in my basement apartment. And I was like sad.
That was a Headgum original.